everyone! Today I'm here with my February wrap-up. I read 3 books in the month of February and let's get straight into them. The first book that I read was Harry Potter: A Journey Through a History of Magic, the illustrated kind of book of facts in the Harry Potter world and things like that. I did a full review of this book, so if you're interested in my thoughts and more details about this book, I will leave the link to it down below so you can check it out if you want. But basically, like I said, it is a book of different facts about the Harry Potter world, or some kind of additional information of how J.K. Rowling was writing her book, with some illustrations that she herself drew when she was writing a book way before it was published. So it includes some information and some pictures of how she was imagining her characters to look like, or some scenes from the books and things like that. So I really enjoyed this book, and on Goodreads I gave it 5 stars because I decided to be more generous with my 5-star ratings. Otherwise I will never give a 5-star rating to a book ever again, so I decided to be a little bit more generous. So I gave this book 5 stars, but in reality it's probably more of a 4.5 stars. I decided to just top it up to 5 stars because I absolutely love Harry Potter, and this book is beautifully illustrated. The format of it is really nice and kind of informative and just entertaining, especially for children, but adults like me will enjoy this book anyway, I think, if you're a fan of Harry Potter. So I highly recommend this book. The second book that I read, I started it in September, and Lovely Unicorn gave this book to me for my birthday. I started it in September, but then I fell into a reading slump at some point, so I didn't read anything. And then I just finished this book in February, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Lena Taylor. I feel so ashamed of myself that it took me so long to read this book because it is so beautiful. If you don't know what this book is about, it is really popular though. It is about this main character, Laszlo Strange, who is obsessed with the city called Weep. It is a lost city, and now he is one of those lucky people who are going to try and find what happened to this city. It is so beautifully written. I felt bewildered all the time that I was reading it, and I think it is perfect to read it slowly before bedtime. It is not the book that you would like to rush into and read as fast as possible, because it is not that type of book. It is a slow going book, but in a good way, because again, the writing style is so beautiful. The author just put her words together in such a nice way that you just can't stop. You're absolutely bewildered, bewitched. Again, I gave this book 4.5 stars. I can't remember what exactly I rated on Goodreads. It might have been 4 or 5 stars, but it is definitely somewhere in between, and it is one of the most beautiful books I've ever read. And I was impressed with this book. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. And if you want me to do a full review on this book, please let me know in the comments, and I will try and make a review if you're interested enough in it, because obviously so many people make reviews on this book. If you're interested in that, let me know. And the last book that I finished was City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book from the Mortal Instruments series. I read the first one, City of Bones, back in July or August, I believe. Really enjoyed it, and finally got around to reading the second book from this series. I really enjoyed this book. I'm obviously not going to go into detail of the plot of the first book, of the second book, because obviously this is the second book from the series, and I don't really know how to explain the plot of the first book, but I'm pretty sure many people know it anyway. I would say iconic classical YA, well, not classical in terms of like classics, but in terms of, I don't know how to explain it, but just iconic and typical, but in a good way, YA series. I liked the second book as well. So many things have changed in this book. I've heard that some people think that the main characters are really annoying and stupid. I wouldn't say that, because I didn't see them being stupid, to be honest. I feel like they're just normal teenagers, and they do the things that normal teenagers would do, or people under those emotions in those circumstances and stuff like that. I think it's pretty understandable and relatable as well. So I didn't feel like they were stupid or did stupid decisions, because that's what people would do anyway, I think, teenagers. So I give this book 4 stars, and I look forward to reading the next book from the series. So these are all of the books that I read in the month of February. Please let me know what you thought of those books, if you read them, or what was your favorite book of the month of February. Mine would probably be either the Harry Potter book or Strange the Dreamer. I would find it hard to choose one of them. Thank you for watching. Bye.